So tell us about the way banks traditionally manage all of their IT infrastructure and services and people.
Okay. Most organizations, whether it's banks, telecoms, utility companies, they're all currently managing their IT environments, their systems, their operations, etc., using fundamentally things like spreadsheets, email, or perhaps just word of mouth.
And what's the problem with that?
Well, if you're a large bank, or even if you're a middle-sized bank, you're typically dealing with potentially hundreds of thousands of components, thousands of products. So trying to manage that kind of complexity on a spreadsheet is obviously going to be very difficult, and bringing the right information together so it actually means something to the business is very challenging. Trying to understand something like how a particular, say, component or a box actually relates back to things like your business processes or your IT services or your core systems and products, or even perhaps the consumers. How does it relate back to things like your portfolios, your projects and your teams?
So how has Enov8 gone about solving this challenge for the banks?
Yeah, so Enov8, initially a services company. We initially went into organizations to look at the problem statement and help them build bespoke solutions. We eventually identified most organizations had the same problem statement, and we decided to build a commercialized solution that everyone can benefit from. So we've actually put together a system called Ecosystem EM. It's an IT and test environment management platform. Fundamentally, it's all about transparency or visualization of your environments and implementing a governance framework so you can better control it. So when I say better understanding your IT environments, I'm talking about understanding things like your core systems and products, their complex relationships, what they're made up of from the component level and interface level, and also understanding things like the demand of these resources, the current usage of these resources, and the associated operations. Using our solution, we're all about simplifying things like environment planning and coordination. We're also about centralizing and providing real-time status accounting and reporting across the whole enterprise.
So it's a nice interface, and it allows a CTO or senior tech management to really dig down and see all of their systems and how they interlink.
Correct. As I say, an organization has, as I said, thousands of products. I've also got thousands of different tools, hundreds of different teams, and at the moment there's no way for all that information to come together effectively. And what we're doing is we're actually providing this framework, an umbrella, for lack of a better word, that sits across these different teams or people, different processes, different products, different tools, and brings all that information together under a single pane of glass.
Now, who's using it, and have they been able to quantify cost savings as a result of knowing their resources and their systems and duplication?
Yes. So we have one big organisation currently, one very large bank in Australia currently using the tool. They've currently about 2,500 products under management, 200,000 components under management. They're looking to use the tool for several things. One is to improve productivity across things like the dev, test and project space, streamline the projects obviously, and also help better visualize the current IT footprint and look for opportunities to potentially decommission assets that are probably no longer necessary. They're currently looking at a saving of about 40 million per annum by particularly addressing the footprint issue.
Now, every bank would think they know all of the systems they have and they need them all, but in your experience that's not necessarily true, is it?
Correct. So we, as part of our solution, we often go into banks and help them go through an assessment period where they look at their current capabilities across things like knowledge management, understanding their operations, etc., etc. Very rarely does a client score well in our assessments, and I would say that virtually every organisation we've gone into has significant problems with managing their understanding and managing their environments, particularly in the non-production space. People often forget that typically probably 60% of an organisation's infrastructure license and service spend is actually in the non-production space. So ultimately, mismanagement of that particular domain could cost organisations millions, if not tens of millions per annum.
Good. Anything else you'd like to say?
Enov8 are a young company, as I said, just out of Australia, and we're currently now looking to move across Asia and across the globe. As I said, we've had some good successes across all sectors: telecom, financial, utility, government, and the tool's highly configurable, extensible, so it's always continually evolving to meet our customers' needs.